What's going on, all you gamers? Today we're back with a little bit more Rumbleverse, and what I'm going to be going over is very possibly the most powerful single target ability in the game. This is an ability that I writ off, thought was absolutely awful, and now it is just kind of OP. So if that interests you, then stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back, all you gamers. Today we're going to be taking a look at an ability. I didn't really think this one was very good. After testing it out a little bit more, it's truly powerful, and I believe probably the only one that can actually do this. Now, as always, if this video helps you out, a like would be super appreciated, and if you'd like to become a member of the channel for all the latest gaming content, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. But for now, we're going to be taking a look at Dolphin Dive, and I'm going to be showing you why it's one of the most powerful abilities you'll be able to find in the game. Right, so the ability in question is going to be, when I find the right one, this one just here, Dolphin Dive. Chargeable, traversal and launcher. Now, I originally tried this and thought it was awful. So if I go over to this bot just here, you're going to do a little dive in, and I'm doing 168 damage. Obviously, it's not too bad if you're trying to hit them against walls, you're trying to get extra damage, just a little bit of traversal and such, it's not bad. But it's not the best, and the damage seemed really low to me. For example, if I showed you another one, so here we have another launcher, which is Cosmo Shot. Bear in mind the first one was 168. This one I'd say is pretty much easier to use, and I'm doing all of that extra damage and throwing them off into the distance. I thought Cosmo Launcher was much better. In fact, so much so that I thought, why will people ever pick Dolphin Dive? And then I realised why, after quite a bit of trialing and erroring in this combat situation. Right, so what I've only been able to achieve with this kind of ability so far, even though it does take a bit of work and it can be a bit hard to pull off, it's the best for single target, and I think you'll find players with high skill levels probably equipping this whenever they can. So say that enemy's right there, you're going to run into combat, you're going to do that, but then afterwards I've chained it together with my Vicious. Also, I can chain it together with almost any other skill. So say for example I've got another tasty one, I've got the nice little, no, not Dolphin Dive, I've got the nice little Omega Uppercut right here. Again, I can go in, do a jump afterwards, and then chain it onto my next skill. Literally, this is the only ability in the game that I've been able to do this with, and for single target damage, I think it's probably the most powerful in the game. Especially if you use it in certain situations, for example this one. For example, your super mode. Here I am, I go in, and now I've got my unblockable, which is going to do ridiculous amounts of damage. So you can use it with your super, you can use it with your Vicious, you can use it with pretty much every skill that I've tried so far. There might be a couple that haven't got the distance, but most of the ones that I've tried pretty much combo into it. Also, if you don't finish them off, you could try chucking maybe a melee weapon or something out of a bottle, a baseball bat. If you hit them against the wall and then you want to launch that at them afterwards, you may be able to get even more damage. But definitely, for myself, I think this is probably one of the most powerful skills in the game, but it does have a higher level of difficulty to it. Now, I've actually tested this with that one right there, Brainbuster. Unfortunately, it doesn't work in mid-air or with this attack, which is a bit of a nightmare. So if I go in and do it standard, Brainbuster gives me a massive 387. I thought that would be the way forward, I'd be able to link it with this. With this, however, it only does the standard 235. So it looks like your vicious air attacks don't link into that, and you don't get the extra 50%, which is a bit of a nightmare. But like I said, with all of the things that you can do with this, all the combos, all the things that you can link with it, especially your super, this can quite easily one-shot a single target, very easy, probably more so than any other skill in the game. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care, I'll see you on the next day.